Owen.
Ken.
ODPixel.
Nice to meet you.
Everyone knows you.
Wow.
From your casting.
Everyone's quite a broad statement.
And now you're invited to TI. Did you think you were gonna get invited to TI? Like, no. Give me your mindset like 4 months ago.
4 months ago.
6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Did you think you were gonna get invited to TI?
No.
What were you thinking? What was?
6 months ago, I was thinking, what am I gonna do with my degree? What am I gonna do in life? How am I gonna make money? How am I gonna move out from my house?
What degree?
Music technology. So you can understand why I was
Music
thinking,
tech,
what am I
huh?
gonna do with this?
What
It's one of those
What
degrees.
would you have done?
Would have become a producer, wrote sick
music
beats,
producer.
and been in the charts. Yeah.
Like hip hop?
Yeah. More kind of electronic dubstep.
Electronic dubstep.
Bit
okay.
Skrillexy, that kind of stuff. The stuff that the cool kids listen to. That's what I used to. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you've seen I've got a dubstep tune on YouTube, 1 million hits.
Okay. 1 million hits.
1 million hits.
Wow. Okay.
It's
and then
a
now
big,
you're
big
a
hit.
lowly Dota caster. You could be Skrillex too.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll go back to that. I'll get so far in Dota and say that's it. I'm gonna retire, make music.
And now you can finally move out of the house.
Well, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
I mean, moving out costs quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've got to have a few more gigs. I feel before I can afford to do that.
What do your parents think about it?
I think it's pretty cool. Initially, they were kind of like, I mean, I graduated last year, and so I was kind of like, give me a year to do my casting because I was doing like UK Dota, amateur league stuff, and my parents were like, you need to get a job, and I was like, give me a chance, and they're all right for it for the time. Because I was working in a chemist, so it was kind of like a job on the side. It gave me enough money that I was able to
chemist?
pay. I wasn't a chemist, no. I was working as a pharmaceutical assistant. It's called.
Oh, okay.
So I was on the counter. I would refer people to the chemist. I'd help you out if you had a cold, or if I could probably.
So you like had a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
A 9 to
Yeah,
5,
pretty much. Yeah.
And
just
then
stacking shelves and
then
stuff.
you reach for the stars.
Pretty
Cast
much,
TI.
yeah. It was that was the dream, I'd be at work and work with a lot of nice people, kind of middle-aged women. I didn't know anything about Dota, but I'd talk to them about it. And
You talk to middle-aged women about Dota. Nice.
yeah, it's
okay.
It's,
And now
it
your
works.
parents, do you watch your casts?
They do. They watch pretty much everything.
Do they know Dota?
Especially
then?
my mum. She
Now they
sits
know
down.
Dota.
They know Dota.
Yeah, do they understand
Well,
it?
I talk to them and I say, how much do you really understand that's happening? And I don't think they understand a lot. They just kind of get the overall gist of it. They've worked out the basics, but they've just watched it. They've never tried to play it, or they don't really understand. I'd imagine if you've never actually played the game, what the players are actually doing. They obviously just see things moving around, and if you haven't played the game, you don't really know what someone in real life is doing to make it happen on screen. But no, they watch a lot of it. Yeah.
And now, when you told them that you got invited to TI,
Yeah.
what did they say?
They thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, they kind of
Were
didn't
you like,
understand
"Well,
still.
I got invited to TI.
They're
like,
like, I
for
think that's
you.
a good thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
they're gonna watch you on stream now.
They're probably
You're gonna have
watching
a
this
shirt and a
interview.
tie.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad.
You're gonna have a shirt and a tie. You're gonna be in front of a huge stadium full of people.
That's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to the main event. That's gonna be something totally different. I mean, I've done live events before in the UK, so it's kind of been. I've been in a massive room. But there'd be like 10 people sitting there watching the UK players and me sitting in the corner talking about it. But Key Arena is 17,000 or something?
Yeah, like 17,
It's
18K. Something
quite a lot of people. But I'm really looking forward to it. I can imagine it's just so different, to do what we're doing now in a little room in a box, to suddenly be there in front of a
pod.
massive...
They call it a pod.
A booth, I thought. Oh, they're calling it pods. And a pod. But no, it's going to be... I was very, very happy that I got us to do main event as well. Because initially I felt first TI, probably just going to put me on for group stages, which would have been amazing. I'm not going to complain, but the fact that I'm getting to do main event as well.
The meteoric rise of Owen Davies.
I'm very lucky. I feel very lucky.
Skipping some. You didn't have to pay your dues. You were just.
It's been a quick rise. I feel very, very fortunate. It is amazing.
And you're known for a few gimmicks, a few casting gimmicks.
Yeah.
You have your soundboard.
I did at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now.
Well, it's because
can't bring the soundboard.
Exactly. I can't really bring it into the booth and say, "Valve, let me play some, big tunes whilst the plays are happening."
Yeah.
I don't think they roll with that.
And you had a lot of community Reddit support. You had some Reddit
I did
support.
initially. And I still do now.
We
to
need
be fair.
ODPixel to cast.
There's,
TI.
there's still people out there who, I've got people who are really supportive, and the community is overall, I think, fantastic. There's a few more people now that like.
Wait until they turn on you.
Yeah, I'd like to think that won't happen,
Never.
but there might. Yes,
Never
it's the
will.
internet.
You
There'll
gotta-
be a point.
No, you're savvy. You know how to.
I mean, I was kind of. I was the community for a good 3 years. I was watching DOTA. I was, posting rubbish about people, calling people out, saying people are awful, getting downvoted. I was the low of the low. I've been there. I know what it feels to go
You've been in the trenches.
On the internet and angrily write about something.
Literal and figurative trenches.
Exactly.
Of MMR and community. So you're tapped into the pulse of the. They feel like they can relate to you because you.
Well,
You know all their jokes. You know
I'd
their
hope
little
so.
catchphrases. You're in the Twitch chat talking to them.
Yeah,
you're on Reddit.
Good on Twitch chat.
Okay, but don't forget where you come from.
No.
Now that you're
huge
caster.
Huger.
Yeah.
I'm not huge. I wouldn't say I'm huge yet. It's always nice to
Almost
aim higher.
there.
Almost.
Next TI.
Next TI.
All the majors. All the majors. Grand finals every time.
Wow.
That should be the goal.
That's the ultimate goal. But there's a lot of competition for getting a grand final, because there's casters that have been around for pretty much 3 times. Well, a lot longer than I've been around. So.
And you so you have this persona. You're very with the people, in on the jokes and stuff. But I think you at EU Hub especially at the qualifier thing, you're a smart guy. You downplay that, but you know your stuff.
What?
I don't know. Is it intentional?
What? That I know myself. What?
No, that you pretend to be an idiot sometimes. On purpose.
It's what people like. Some people don't like it, but it appeals to a fair few people. I think it's like a lot of people. You kind of have these mannerisms, these things that people like, and you just kind of do them because it makes it fun. You have fun doing it. People have fun watching it. But as I said, there's other sides to ODPixel.
What's the real Owen like? Back at home.
Back at home?
Yeah. What are you like when you're not on?
I don't really do much at home. I just pretty much.
Like your personality. I mean, like what?
I think it's pretty. I do think it's pretty similar. I think if my friends were watching,
playful, silly.
Yeah, I'm not much different in real life really. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit smarter than I make out. It's a lot of people think potentially I'm an idiot sometimes, but I do know what I'm doing. I do know. I'd like to think I know. I'd like to think the fact that I've been fortunate enough to climb as quickly as I have means that I'm doing something right. I'm going around it the right way.
And the number one question we've had are from the Legion of Female fans, and they want to know: Are you single?
Am I single? No, I have a girlfriend.
Oh, you do?
I do.
What's her name?
Laura.
Laura. Okay. And what does she think of your career?
I think she doesn't follow DOTA at all.
Okay.
She doesn't really watch any of it.
Does she play games?
She plays. Yeah, she does play games. Yeah,
Which
but
ones?
not PC games. So we play a lot of RPGs. She's a big fan of. You've never heard of the Tales of series, like
No.
Tales of Symphonia?
Yes, I've heard of that one.
You've heard of Tales of Symphonia? It's like old school Japanese RPG stuff that would co-op. So we play stuff like that. Anything with a good story.
How'd you guys meet?
Years ago on a school trip.
In college or?
That's an American thing, isn't it? We don't have college.
What's it called in?
It's
the
school.
UK school.
Just school.
Okay.
Yeah, school trip.
Now you're famous.
Well,
Yeah.
in DOTA.
What does she think about dating a celebrity?
I think she finds it annoying sometimes.
Annoying?
I'm constantly checking Twitter, fiending, and she'll be like, put it away. Stop looking on Reddit. Stop looking on Twitter.
Now this interview is going to go out, and they're getting people looking for her, right?
I see.
They'll find her.
That will.
Does she have an online footprint? Can people find her?
Well, she doesn't do Steam or anything like that, so
Well,
she's
that's
kind of
good.
hard
That's
to
good.
find.
That's good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's not like she's someone on my friends list that I play with a lot.
It's like Glimmer Cape. You got to keep her hidden.
I mean, I'm sure people could find her if they really wanted to, but the people who are going to find
we didn't say her last name, so
I didn't.
Do you
and
want
Laura's quite a generic name.
Do you want us to edit it out?
What, the name Laura?
Yeah. Well, now you're creating.
After watching a lot of your interviews, Ken, there's a lot of bits like, we're going to edit this out. It never gets edited out. So.
Sometimes it does.
Sure, edit it out.
You gotta trust our friends, our editor friends.
I see.
They'll do it. But you keep saying the name, so
it's making it very hard, Laura.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You, Laura.
Okay.
Yeah, try and cut that out.
All right. Well, who are you casting with? Who are you casting with?
So for the group stage has been, well, I started with Draskell, going to be doing that whole thing with Draskell. We've got about 12 series in the group stages.
Wow,
so
okay.
I think it's actually the most out of any casting pair. So group stages are going to be crazy. In the main event, it's going to be me and Cinderin for the main stage. But I'm also fortunate enough to get a chance of doing the newcomer stream this year round with Purge as well.
Do you get nervous for these kind of things? You get a little antsy? A little nervous?
I guess I should, but I think because what I do, I love it so much, and you know, it started as a hobby, and to me, it really doesn't feel like a job at all. It's what I like doing, and I'm just fortunate enough that people like watching it. So
wait after 12 hours of casting.
Yeah. I mean, it's but to be fair, I've done that before. Back in UK lands, you know, it's kind of pretty much 17-hour days. They put you on at the start, and this is British Dota as well. You're casting, so it's quite strenuous. Awful. It's quite exercising. So I don't know. I don't mind the long days. I've done a few before.
And you know, what are your plans of after this? What are you gonna just?
I don't know at the moment. I mean, there's
because you're unaffiliated with any studio
it's
right
true,
now.
which I guess is kind of
that makes you a top free agent. You're like the LeBron James. Do you understand that analogy?
Is that an American analogy?
It's an American basketball player.
He's
not very famous. Well, when they're free agents, they get courted around by all the teams. They
I see. It goes around a bit.
Pay them, and get them on their team. Wow. So now you're not associated with any studio.
No.
And there are several.
That
are looking for casters with main stage experience.
They are. You'll have to get me in touch.
They are. I will help you out. I will look at your resume, and I will even be a reference. If you need a recommendation.
What will you say on the reference? He's all right. All right,
it's
bloke.
sealed. I can't reveal that now, but I can help you out.
I'll remember that when I'm applying.
And you, and if that doesn't work out, you can be a music engineer.
I do music. Go back to working in a shop. Yeah.
So
hopefully not. But
so do you listen to dubstep? That's your jam.
I listen to a bit of everything, really. I wouldn't say I purely listen to one kind of genre.
Do you know a band that no one else knows that you can recommend to the stream right now?
Yeah. There's a few that I would suggest people go and listen to.
Like what?
Muse. Well, I think people know Muse. I mean, I would suggest go listen to some Muse, but I'm sure a lot of people out there already heard them.
Little-known band called Muse.
One band I would definitely say is worth listening to, which some people might. Have you ever heard of C2C?
No.
Go listen to C2C. Some great kind of French electronic music. Fantastic.
Okay. That's your recommendation?
I'd say, yeah. C2C.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and they should start doing some gigs, and should give me a free ticket.
And, okay, so what does ODPixel do for fun when it's not Dota and casting?
When it's not Dota and casting?
Yeah.
Watch other Dota, play Dota.
No, get no Dota.
No Dota.
What is it that you like to do?
If I'm back at home, I'll ring round my mates and say, do you want to go for a bike ride down to a pub?
A bike ride?
Yeah, I live in the countryside, so it's kind of nice. We've got a few villages kind of out on some tracks, so we'll get the bikes out and hit it out, just ride out to a pub, have a bit to drink. Stay there too long, so it's pitch black, and then have to ride back on the country roads in the middle of the night, which is good fun. It's good stuff. But
so you're pretty chill.
I am. Yes.
Low maintenance kind of guy.
Yeah.
Get a little bar, chill out.
I'm not really a big traveler.
Bike back.
I'm not I don't want to go out a lot. Bike rides will do me. Going to the pub's fine. I'm not really a sightseer.
Me neither. We can look at the pictures on Wikipedia.
Exactly.
It's kind of the same thing. Like I just say I went there. And really
we'll Google Maps Street View as well.
They were just like,
I need to get on a plane.
Did you go to Statue of Liberty? Yeah, man. I saw it from the top of the crown. It was up there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're not seeing anything in Seattle then?
I've been around Seattle a bit. We went for a few walks. We went to Pike's Place.
Did you see the aquarium?
We did. I actually went to the aquarium yesterday with
Did you see the sea lions?
Shiva and her sister.
Did you see sea lions?
I saw the sea lions, but it was the sea otters that were the best.
Otters.
The sea otters are the ones that are very, very cute. They sit there with the paws.
And the cups, right? They do the cup thing?
I didn't see them get any cups. They only fed them prawns and crabs, unfortunately.
Yeah, see, I actually never went to the aquarium, but it sounded like I did.
All right. It's a good aquarium.
I read the Wikipedia.
It's quite small. It's nothing too massive, so I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. And then we can get some clam chowder. I didn't get that last time.
I've never had chowder. I had chowder this morning, actually. It's very nice.
In a little
crab
cup,
chowder,
right?
yeah, the hotel. Great.
Okay. Well, okay, we don't want to drag this out too long, but I want to hear your thoughts. Well,
you don't want to drag this out too long. You're done.
We want to know what your thoughts on about the tournament.
Okay.
And so
what kind of
give me your picks.
What for?
The group stage, other than Secret and EG, give me your third place pick. Because everyone thinks those two teams are going to do well. And you're gonna probably say that because you don't want to rock the boat a little too much.
It's good to stick on the side of the community, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
really
so give me the top three. Who's your third?
My third behind those two.
Or not necessarily behind, just in no order. Your top three.
Oh, just in top three. I've got to say Secret first. I'm sorry if anyone was going to be like, Secret yet again. Kind of another boring prediction. There, yeah. So Secret first. I'm going to put EG second.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm really. Must be so boring.
So I had already anticipated that.
We could have skipped this. You can edit this bit out.
Who's your third?
My third.
That is the interesting question. You have to pick a third.
I feel like I've got to go for a Chinese team.
Okay.
And C-Deck, maybe. I mean, they've been playing really well from what we've seen so far, which is very little.
Who are you picking then?
Well, I'm just going to say Vici Gaming.
Vici.
I think, even they've had a bit of a rough time recently, they'll be back on form.
You believe in how?
I believe in them. I believe in a whole lot of them.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Do you have any shout-outs, any last words you want to give to the community?
Shout out to anyone that's kind of upvoted a Reddit thread about me. Anyone that's posted on various internet forums, I fiend on quite a few of them. Liquid Dota, sometimes I get a good word in there. Quite a lot of times I don't get a good word in there. So shout out to both of you guys. You provide very entertaining content to
Are there any other sites?
I sometimes do visit the place we do not speak of.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking
about.
That's fine. It's all right. They're all right. They're it's a bit of a mixture. They used to like me at the beginning.
You're their guy.
Now I'm a bit more mainstream. It's it's understandable. I like you want to like the guy that no one really knows, but then as soon as he gets popular, it's like screw that guy.
All right.
Don't like him.
And then do you have a call out?
A call out?
Yeah. You know what a call out is?
Where I insult someone or something.
No, you don't have to insult them. It's a challenge. It's like a
Oh, it's a challenge.
It's like a step up.
Do
you have anyone you want to call out? No one?
No, I don't
really want to. I think you do. I think you do. I think you have someone.
Who?
I don't know. It's you. It's on you, man.
Who can I call out?
Yeah, you can't be too nice in this. We want the real OD. Here.
Well, I guess I could call out the other major hype casters.
Oh yeah? Toby? You call it Toby?
Well, they all know, Toby, LD Cap, let's say next year.
Step up your game. I'm coming for you. I'm coming
TI
for
Grand
you.
Finals. I want to beat these guys.
Okay.
It's going to be a hard challenge, and I'll give them that.
You can kneecap
but
them.
If I get the Grand Finals, right? That would be the dream.
Set their alarms off.
I know Toby's room actually. He's actually in the room below me. So maybe I can do some kind of cartoon stuff where I saw through the floor, sneak into his bedroom at night. I don't know what I'd do then. It might be a bit weird. I'm gonna leave his bedroom.
Right, okay, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it was good talking to you. It was good talking to you. Thanks for sitting down with us.
That's all right.
And
thanks for having me.
I look forward to you screaming your head off in a crazy base trade game.
That was good. You should watch that. Archon versus Phoenix.
Thank you.
Game 2.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you.